If your ankles or feet are swollen by the end of the day, or even first thing in the morning, there's a good chance your breakfast is making it worse. And here's the thing, it's probably not the food you'd suspect. In this video, a board-certified internal medicine physician is going to walk you through exactly which breakfast habits are quietly triggering swelling in people over 60, and what to eat instead to start reversing it. Stay with me, because the #1 culprit coming up in just a minute might be sitting on your kitchen counter right now. First, if you're dealing with swelling, I want you to know you are not alone, and this is not your fault. After 60, your body goes through some very real changes. Your kidneys don't filter fluids quite as efficiently. Your heart works a little harder to pump blood back up from your legs, and your blood vessels lose some of their elasticity. All of this makes fluid retention much more likely, and much more sensitive to what you eat. Here's what most people don't realize. Swelling is almost always a dietary signal. Your body is telling you something is off, and breakfast, the very first meal of the day, sets the tone for how your body handles fluid for the next 12 hours. Coming up, I'm going to show you the 6 breakfast mistakes that are sending the wrong signal. And then I'll give you the fix for each one. Let's start with the biggest offender. Mistake #1, hidden sodium at breakfast. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't add salt to my breakfast. But here's what's shocking. The foods most people think of as healthy morning choices are absolutely loaded with hidden sodium. We're talking about things like instant oatmeal packets, up to 400 milligrams of sodium per serving. Canned tomato juice, sometimes 700 milligrams in one glass. Cottage cheese, 400 milligrams per half cup. Whole grain cereals, often 250 to 300 milligrams per bowl. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day for people over 60. Some people are hitting half that at breakfast alone, before they've even had lunch. And every extra gram of sodium causes your body to hold on to roughly 200 milliliters of water. So before you do anything else, start reading the sodium content on your breakfast labels. It will surprise you. But sodium is only part of the story. There's a second breakfast mistake that actually worsens swelling even faster, and it has nothing to do with salt. Mistake #2, a blood sugar spike first thing in the morning. Here's how this works. When you eat a high-sugar or high-refined carb breakfast, think white toast, sweetened yogurt, fruit juice, bagels, pancakes, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. Your body responds by releasing a surge of insulin. Now, insulin doesn't just manage blood sugar, it also signals your kidneys to hold on to sodium, which then holds on to water. This is called insulin-mediated sodium retention, and it's a well-documented physiological response. So every morning you start with sugary cereal or a glass of orange juice. You're essentially telling your kidneys, hold the water. And here's the part that really gets people: fruit juice. Many seniors drink orange juice every morning thinking it's heart healthy. But 8 ounces of OJ has about 26 grams of sugar, nearly as much as a can of soda, with almost none of the fiber that slows absorption. The fix? Eat the whole fruit instead of the juice. The fiber changes everything. But wait, there's a third mistake. And this one actually involves something most people think is helping their swelling. Mistake #3, not eating enough protein at breakfast. This one surprises people, but here's the science. Your blood contains a protein called albumin. Albumin acts like a sponge. It holds fluid inside your blood vessels, keeping it from leaking out into your tissues. When you don't get enough dietary protein, albumin levels drop, And when albumin drops, fluid leaks out of your blood vessels and pools in your feet, ankles, and legs. This is called oncotic pressure, and it's one of the main reasons people over 60 experience worsening swelling even when they're watching their sodium. The recommended protein intake for adults over 60 is at least 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. And research shows that spreading protein evenly across meals dramatically improves absorption. So a breakfast without protein isn't just less filling, it's actively contributing to your swelling. Great protein-rich breakfast options include eggs, Greek yogurt with no added sugar, smoked salmon, or a protein smoothie with natural ingredients. Now, we're about halfway through, and the next 3 mistakes are ones I rarely see talked about. One of them involves a popular, heart-healthy breakfast food that doctors actually caution against for swelling. That's coming up next. Mistake number 4. Inflammatory fats at breakfast. Certain fats trigger a low-grade inflammatory response in the body, and inflammation is a direct driver of fluid retention. The main culprits in a typical breakfast are processed vegetable oils, found in most store-bought muffins, croissants, pastries, and flavored creamers. Trans fats, still present in some commercial baked goods despite regulations. Excessive omega-6 fatty acids, found in many margarine spreads and fried breakfast items. These fats promote the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which increase vascular permeability, meaning your blood vessels become leakier and allow more fluid to escape into surrounding tissue. What you want instead are anti-inflammatory fats: avocado, olive oil, walnuts, chia seeds, and flaxseed. These actively calm inflammation and support healthy circulation. Speaking of circulation, mistake number 5 is one of the most overlooked, and it's something most people do every single morning without realizing it. Mistake number 5, starting the day dehydrated. I know, it sounds backwards. If you're retaining water, why would drinking more water help? Here's the key. Dehydration actually worsens fluid retention. When your body senses a lack of water, it goes into a conservation mode. It holds on to fluid wherever it can, including in your tissues. Additionally, coffee and tea, which many seniors rely on first thing in the morning, are mild diuretics. They pull water out of your cells and can leave you more dehydrated before your first meal even begins. The recommendation: drink 8 to 16 ounces of plain water before your morning coffee. And make sure your breakfast includes hydrating foods like cucumber, berries, or melon. This one simple change has helped many of my patients notice a meaningful difference in ankle swelling within just 1 to 2 weeks. Now, the 6th mistake. This is the one that ties everything together, and it's about timing. Mistake number 6, skipping breakfast or pushing it too late. Many people over 60 either skip breakfast entirely or don't eat until mid-morning. And while intermittent fasting has benefits for some people, for those dealing with swelling, irregular eating schedules create problems. Here's why. When you skip breakfast, your cortisol levels, your body's main stress hormone, stay elevated longer into the morning. Cortisol promotes sodium retention. Also, eating 1 or 2 large meals instead of 3 moderate ones causes bigger blood sugar swings, which, as we discussed, directly drives fluid retention through insulin signaling. The ideal pattern for reducing swelling: eat within 1 to 2 hours of waking, include protein and anti-inflammatory fats, avoid high sodium and high sugar foods, and stay consistent day to day. Your lymphatic and circulatory systems thrive on routine. When your meals are predictable, your body manages fluid much more efficiently. Now, let me pull all of this together and give you the ideal anti-swelling breakfast formula. Here is a simple framework I call the 4-part anti-swelling breakfast. 1. A quality protein source, 20 to 30 grams. Eggs, Greek yogurt, smoked salmon, or a clean protein shake. 2. An anti-inflammatory fat. Half an avocado, a handful of walnuts, or a drizzle of olive oil. 3. A fiber-rich, low-glycemic carbohydrate. Steel-cut oats, berries, or a small piece of whole fruit. Not juice, not white toast. 4. Hydration first, a full glass of water before anything else hits your stomach. This combination keeps blood sugar stable, supports albumin production, reduces inflammation, and signals your kidneys to release, not hold, excess fluid. Here's a sample breakfast that checks every box. 2 scrambled eggs cooked in olive oil, half an avocado, a small bowl of fresh blueberries, a glass of water before your coffee. Simple, satisfying, and actively working to reduce your swelling. Swelling after 60 is common, but it is not inevitable. And the beautiful thing is, your breakfast is something you control every single morning. Start with just 1 or 2 of these changes this week. Drink water first. Add some protein. Swap the juice for the whole fruit. Small shifts, done consistently, create real results. If this was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more seniors find this information when they need it most. And if you want to go deeper, watch our next video on the best circulation-boosting habits for people over 60. It's a perfect companion to everything we covered today. Take good care of yourself, because you deserve to feel well.